You guys are now third generation, which is just tremendous. You and I spoke kind of before the show about how hard it is to get from 1 to 2, and it's like twice as hard or more to get from 2 to 3. Do you know about the transition from your grandfather to your father and sort of how that played out and how that went smoothly and successfully, which clearly it did ultimately?
So, yeah, I was fortunate enough to be around at the time. My grandfather was still alive, and I wouldn't necessarily say active in the business, but the transition of ownership was happening at the time when I first started with the company. And, you know, they did a really great job hiring the right crew of succession planning attorneys and accountants that helped with that process.
That's awesome. Listen, that's awesome to hear, and I think that's an important lesson people can learn if they want to transition. Bring in the experts to do it.
Yeah.
So, have you guys been doing that same approach when it comes to you and your dad in that transition?
We are. We have just started the process. Business valuations. Having a conversation about, you know, stock values and how they work and how they're going to move. So we're in the midst of it right now.
Did you guys have a conversation about doing an intergenerational transition versus selling the business altogether? And was there any consideration of that and why one way or the other?
Selling the business at this point is not something that we've ever put on the table. We're very committed to it, and we see this as a family business, not just as my immediate family, but also for the families that have been employed with us for years and years and years. And we like the culture. So it's not an option at this point.